Okay, here we go for the next episode of either Sally in the Wild or Unstyled by Sally. You will have seen a story, and I'm sure by the time this is posted, I've probably already come up with or landed on the name going forward. Regardless, we are here today to talk about one of the, well, it's actually the very first chapter in my book, Styled, which is the book is in three sections, I guess. And the first section, the first part, is really about developing your personal style. It really is about the fundamentals of identifying your personal style, building your style, curating your wardrobe, all those kinds of things. And it is one of the topics that has come up time and time again in both my book events and book launches. Obviously, people who have read the book are very keen to talk about that particular chapter. And also, as you've probably seen some of the feedback that I've just been sharing from Instagram followers and obviously readers of the book who have shared their insights and how much that chapter in particular really has changed, changed their life. That's a big call, but that's not my words, that they are your words. Changed their lives, changed how they view their wardrobe, changed how they shop for clothes, and importantly, changed the way they think about what they actually need in their wardrobe and prioritizing what they need because they understand what they wear versus what they don't need. So I'm going to make this video, let's just say I'm going to attempt to do it in under 10 minutes. And I've got some examples on my rack of pieces so that as I'm talking through this concept with you, it will make sense, and I will obviously bring it back to my own experience and relate it to me and how I build my wardrobe and why certain things are in it and certain things are not, or should I say certain things make up, and this is the big one, 80% of my wardrobe versus the things that make up only 20%. So on that little fun fact statistic, I'm sure you've all heard the saying that we all wear 20% of our wardrobe 80% of the time. And I think that is true for a lot of us. And what that essentially means is that you've got this fabulous wardrobe. So your wardrobe is 100%, right? So your entire wardrobe, this is your 100%. But many of you will wear the same 20%. So by now you have seen my wardrobe. Okay, most of it in this little section. But let's just say this is my 100%. But many of us only wear 20% of it 80% of the time. So basically we're wearing a really small fraction, small percentage of our wardrobe most of the time. So if I was to look in this wardrobe, and remember I've told you I've basically got a cupboard here and a cupboard here, or a wardrobe I should say. My wardrobe is in three sections. So it's really like I only wear, even if I just showed you that, so just that section, and I've got all of this to choose from. And why is that? Why do we have all this stuff in our wardrobes, yet we wear the same thing again and again and again? Well, I can tell you why. It's because often we're not buying for the lifestyle. We lead, not leave. We might leave it one day, and that's also something to discuss. We don't always buy for the lifestyle we have today. We don't buy things for 80% of our life. Often we buy things, and we might buy too many of a certain thing for only 20% of our life. And I'm going to show you some pieces from my wardrobe so that this makes sense. So my reasoning for writing that particular chapter is really to challenge you as readers, as followers, to flip that 80-20 on its head. And rather than wearing 20% of your wardrobe 80% of the time, I want you to start wearing your 80% of your wardrobe 80% of the time, which is pretty much what I do with my wardrobe. I wear all of this stuff all of the time. What I mean by that is for my lifestyle, for my personal style, for what I do for work, this is just me, I can reach for literally 80% of what you see or what is in this wardrobe because I've bought it because it suits my needs right now. Whereas the 20%, I only wear literally 20% of the time. I'm going to show you case in point. You've all seen this gorgeous dress that I have now had for, I think, a couple of summers. It's a beautiful Mateau, Australian brand made in Australia. And I absolutely love it. It's Sally green. It's got that gorgeous drop waist, that ruched bodice. But this is my 20%. You know why? A, I live in Melbourne. So we don't have high summer temperatures all year round or even, throughout summer, okay? I also am a sunphobe. I hate the sun on my skin. So this strappy top and back, for me, on an average day being in and out of potential sun, I am not going to reach for it because I feel way too exposed to the sun, etc., etc. So that's just me. So there's not enough coverage. So so this type of dress we're talking about is my 20%. So I bought it and I wear it strategically during times when I'm not in the sun, basically. Or perhaps I will, wear it like I did in my video about what to wear to the tennis. I might wear something over the top to cover me. Okay, so I've got all those options. The point I'm making is that, do I need 7 of these dresses? No. I have 1. Okay, I've got a couple of strappy dresses, but this is the type of dress that for me and my lifestyle and my personal style and personal preferences and all those things, I only need, it only meets the need, my needs, my wardrobe needs, my lifestyle needs for 20% of the time. Does that make sense? So I don't need an entire wardrobe of strappy summer dresses. Whereas, as I showed you in the last video, I do need an entire wardrobe of long sleeve cotton shirts, okay? Another example. In fact, I'm going to show you this example. So this is kind of the same. This is, I should say, a dress that absolutely I wear in Melbourne. Like, I love it. Like, it's, even though it's summery, I guess because it's all one colour, it still feels very me. So I've worn this to work with strappy sandals and a handbag. Whereas this gorgeous one, this is an old Mara Hoffman dress that I've probably had now for maybe, 6 or 7 years, okay? So this is another 20%. It is, for me, I classify this dress as purely a resort dress. This is something that I really don't wear in Melbourne. It just feels too holiday, too vacay, too anywhere but Melbourne. So again, this is why I keep it, because I absolutely love it. It normally comes with me on my Queensland holidays. It's perfect for that. I don't need 7 of them in my wardrobe. I just need 1. Okay, maybe I've got a couple. But again, this is my 80%. Sorry, 20%. So the point of thinking about it like this is that when you are shopping, and particularly when it's the start of a new season, and of course you go shopping and everything's exciting, everything's new, and everything is very tempting. But I want you to stop and think before buying. So for me, I'll use me as the example. So when summer comes around and I see all these fabulous, beautiful, strappy summer dresses, I stop myself and think, A, do I really need another one? How often am I going to wear it? Do I already have something that meets that need when I need it 20% of the time? And it really will, trust me, it will absolutely save you money, because you'll buy stuff that your wardrobe and your life needs rather than it may need one day, or you only need every now and then. And maybe you've already got the every now and then perfect item in your wardrobe like this. So another one for me, I'll show you another option because I think you're getting I hope you're getting the point. It's pretty straightforward, really. I don't go out heaps to like really dressy, formal events. So hence I don't need a lot of dressy, formal dresses. And this one from Roxanda that I've probably also had for, I don't know, maybe 4 years. Oh, actually, I know how long I've had it because it was my 50th backup. So it's 4 years old. But you know what? I have now worn this maybe half a dozen times to different events, and I love it. And when I do have the rare formal or, you know, cocktail or dressy occasion to wear something like this, guess what? That's what I wear. I don't need a whole wardrobe of dressy dresses that just sit there gathering dust. I buy one and I wear it because it doesn't suit my lifestyle. Now, I've met heaps of women over the years who absolutely have a need in their wardrobe for those kind of dresses, and quite a few of them. Maybe they are involved in charity events. Maybe their job requires them to do a lot of, you know, kind of formal events, that kind of stuff. So, or maybe you go to the races. So for you, you might have an absolute need in your wardrobe and in your life to have an entire wardrobe of beautiful gowns and fancy dresses and after 5 options. Me personally, I don't. And maybe I'll finish it there because I can see I'm already at 11 minutes. But I think I've made the point, and if I was to kind of just then reflect, go the other way, which again is giving you information that you already know, my 80%, my denim, my shirts, my blazers, my suits, my skirts, all these shoes. In fact, actually, while we're on shoes, I've got one more. The other, and I mentioned this in the last video, boots. I have 2 pairs of knee-high boots. And you might think, well, that's a bit odd because you do live in Melbourne and it does get cold and it's, you know, wintry. So that surprises me that you would only have 2 pairs of long boots. And these are super oldies from Stuart Weitzman. And to be honest, that heel is so bloody high that they only get worn for content. My other pair is a beautiful Dear Francis pair. But the point I'm going to make with the knee-high boots and why I don't go and add a new knee-high boot to my wardrobe every season is because I really don't wear them. Because when you think about it, for me, we're not wearing, well, I'm not. We're talking about me. I don't wear skinny jeans, slim pants anymore. So there goes that option to style knee-high boots, you know, a jean tucked into a boot. I am more of a pant girl, really, than a dress and skirt girl. So I don't need a lot of knee-high boots to wear with dresses and skirts. And on top of that, we've all started wearing longer skirts and dresses. So most of the skirts and dresses are on the midi or maxi side. And I can achieve the same look with a pair of ankle boots and then tights if need be for winter. So for me, having more than 2 pairs of knee-high boots in my 80%, just a waste of money. But in my 20%, perfect. 1 or 2 and I'm done. Does that make sense? Let me know. Okay, and we'll work out whether, in fact, I'll put it here. By the time I've filmed and posted this will be the new title for this series. We'll see you soon.